Here we have the Ignacio Marin Garnacha from Cariñena in Spain.
Yes, Cariñena, a tiny little Spanish region that sits halfway between Rioja in the centre and Barcelona on the northwest coast. It shares its name with the grape more commonly known in French as Carignan. This part of Spain does some beautiful Cariñena or Carignans, but for this wine we are 100% Garnacha, which also has a French name you may have heard of, Grenache.
Yeah, so I mean, I've heard of Grenache, and I feel like it pops up in quite a few different places, but I can't think of many instances where I've actually seen it written on the bottle. Why is that?
Yes, Grenache really does get around a bit as a grape for blending with. It's the most common grape found in blends from the Côtes du Rhône, the most famous of which is of course Châteauneuf-du-Pape, which is at least 50% Grenache. It also turns up just down the road in Provence Rosé. That posh pale pink stuff in fancy bottles is always a blend of different grapes that starts with Grenache. Garnacha, as we call it in Spain, is also one of the main grapes blended into red Rioja.
Okay, so it turns up everywhere, blended in with a lot of different grapes. So does that mean that it's just not very good on its own?
Garnacha has had a bit of a bad reputation in the past as what we call a single varietal when it's on its own. It's packed full of red fruit flavours, but its main problem is it absolutely loves the sun. It can get overripe very quickly, which makes all of those lovely big fruit flavours, but also leaves the wine lacking in what we call structure. Sounds a bit fancy, but what we're really talking about is the nice texture we get when we drink red wine. That feeling in the mouth that it's something more than just juice, almost like a thickness you can chew on. In the wine world, we call a wine without structure flabby, and Garnacha has had a bad reputation for going that way in the past.
Now, I'm not sure I know what flabby wine is, but this one tastes great to me. Surely you're going to tell me that this wine has been to the gym and has shifted that flab.
Yeah, it all comes down to great winemaking. If growers can time pruning and harvesting of the vines right, Garnacha does not go overripe at all. And Ignacio Marin has done this beautifully, leaving us with a wine that's got a real punch of red fruit, high acidity, which makes it really refreshing, and the flavour of which really sticks around. There's also a bit of oak aging in here, which really helps with some spicy notes.
I mean, it sounds great, but like, what are we eating with this?
Garnacha is summed up really as red fruit and high acid, so it makes it perfect partner with anything tomato based, like a ragu or pasta sauce.
Ah, perfecto.
Cheers.